Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the CAMDEN number CM60/4. This is a 6-inch round switch wheelchair logo. Okay, so I have one removed from the packaging here that we can take a look at. Here it is. So first of all, they say all active. Do they? Yeah, they're okay. They're saying it on the box. I said to myself, I know I just saw that somewhere. So what that means is you can literally hit it anywhere and you'll get activation. So wheelchair symbology here, push to open is here. Okay, these two little holes are access to get the unit mounted onto the plate, onto the box. This is going to have a micro switch, or a cherry switch they call it. A couple of images down below of what's on the cherry switch. We're going to need to pull out a larger tool to be able to review that. Here we go. Makes perfect sense. So the two connectors here, there's a wire soldered to one of them. Normally closed is the top wire. Sorry, normally closed would be the top terminal. Normally open, of course, would be the bottom wire, and then your common. I would think it'd be typical. You'd have normally open and common all the time. So they get those started for you. And there you go. Stainless steel, 6-inch. Okay. Mounting plate, typical 4-gang mounting plate. You are going to get a couple of wire nuts. You're going to get a couple of long machine screws, and then 4, let's see here. Yeah, then 4 short machine screws. So the Allen wrench is going to be for the 2 long screws. 2 long screws. They're going to go back here. Here and here. That Allen wrench will go through the faceplate so you can tighten that to the plate. Those 4 short screws are obviously for the outside corners. The 2 wire nuts. Okay, typical. Now there's some information on the box of this item. Compact sort of design, although what I meant to read was compatible with any automatic door operator. That's certainly accurate. That it most certainly is. Okay. With this micro switch, you know, you're either going to hardwire this or you're going to connect a transmitter to it. So either way, this is just it's just a piece of metal attached to a micro switch is all it is. So when you push that, you'll change the state. It's normally open. That means the circuit is not closed, not allowing the circuit to conduct. It's normally open. You touch that plate, it's closed momentarily, and then it's open again. That will, of course, closing that circuit for that half of a second will then allow the controller, the relay, the receiver, whatever's happening to say, okay, let's go, time to work. And that's all that this item is going to do. So when they say that it will work virtually with any automatic door operator, yeah, sure, it's just a micro switch that has a couple of wires coming off of it. ADA compliant with large actuator and operation with minimal force. Yeah, there's no doubt. It takes very little pressure. I don't have a force gauge close, although I should have one at my desk. It doesn't take much force to push that. Okay. Rugged all-metal construction, heavy-duty 15-amp micro switch, rated at 15 amps. That's well beyond what you would be pushing through that. Mounts on single or double gang in-wall boxes. This is going to be, yeah, this will work on a single gang if you needed it to, or a double gang. It would certainly work on. And there's nothing else on here other than, you know, advertisement of other products that they sell. So let's switch to the screen view where we can take a look at some supporting documentation. Okay, so this is the item that we're looking at. By the time you're seeing this video, we'll have some photographs here. This is the link to the manufacturer's page. And when you pull that up, you'll be able to review not only all of the CAMDEN products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website as seen here. Okay, so we'll jump to the manufacturer's website. From there, we'll be able to take a look at, you know, their product catalogs, door activation devices, okay, all active switches. So they're certainly going to have a variety of switches in sizes and shapes. 4.5-inch square, 6-inch round. They might also have a smaller, no, it would be 6-inch round. Then they're going to have mullion style. They're calling narrow push. That means it's going to be able to go on, it probably is 1 3/4 wide, get it down onto something quite small. They're going to have these bullard posts that are here as well, very typical and common. You're seeing these all the time, a lot more and more and more. Now, you'll notice, and I think it would be a good idea for you to review the CAMDEN catalog, and it's because they are located in Canada. Why is that important? Well, the reason it's important is because they have code in Canada that is not yet migrated to the United States, meaning public bathrooms require not only automatic door control, but you have to also toss into that the ability to imagine a bathroom in a public space. You need to be able to open that door with an automatic operator. You need to have actuation on both sides of the door. You need to be able to lock that door for privacy on the inside. Plus, you need to be able to call for help. So, while I have only been involved in a couple or 3 restroom applications in the United States where the client specifically asked for that system, the possibility of it becoming code is measurable. I have been told by people in the industry that do nothing other than occupy themselves in code and in specification writing and very much have their ear on the tracks of changes, that it's coming. It's a coming, I've been told. I believe that it will, absolutely. So the reason CAMDEN's important is because of the fact that they are located in a place where they are already dealing with the requirement to make that sort of application installed and code compliant. And as a result, they have solutions boxed, packaged, ready to go kind of stuff that will allow you to solve these problems. CAMDEN does a really good job at keeping it simple. I've called them for technical support in the past. They have been very matter of fact, very reachable, very eager to help, very clear about their answers, and they behave as if they were a partner on the project. CAMDEN's not the only people who do access control as it relates to automatic doors, but they are certainly among a very good group of companies when it comes to technical support and keeping it super simple. So I would recommend reviewing their catalog. If you don't bump into their material today, I likely would promise you that you'll have an application where CAMDEN has the solution. Or you'll probably end up needing to be forced to look at their material at some point because they have such a good head start on others. Anyway, let's wrap up this video on camera. So in conclusion, if you deal with more than just actuation for an automatic door, but of course these restroom kits, again, they're going to require actuation on both sides. They're going to require a way, actually, a sign on the outside might be required as well to basically say occupied or emergency, I need help. A way to lock the door from the inside, a way to call for help on the inside, a way to actuate the door from the inside. So there's a lot of piece parts that are all happening there. Actuators, door position switch, possibly electric strikes, call button, okay, on both sides. Obviously an operator by someone, not Camden. They don't do those. But what's really great about them is you don't have to be intimidated about such a application, because they put all their wiring diagrams there, and quite frankly, it's pretty straightforward. You don't, in my opinion, have to have a real, for Camden, you don't have to have an understanding of low voltage. The system's already designed. Okay, you'll find out what power supply you need, what amp power supply, and it's probably a 1 amp power supply would be my guess. What are you actually powering? The strike or a magnetic lock, which they sell strikes and magnetic locks as well. I don't use them nearly enough. I have a project that we're doing in Toronto, Canada, of all places, coincidentally, and we're here in southern Florida. We're in Florida, the project's in Toronto, the contractor is in Connecticut, and the door fabrication shop is in Germany. So we're shipping to Germany. They're going to go back to Toronto. And it just dawned on me that they, of course, would specify Camden, because it's their, not that it's their home team, it's just Camden has the solutions. So objectively, that's why you would pick their product. And again, other people make this stuff. I can think of a couple of other companies real quick that do a good job as well. But, you got to get up early in the morning to beat Camden to the job, as far as I'm concerned. I've done a couple of those restroom kits. Zero problems. Absolutely zero problems. Installed by people. The joke that we put around in the door hardware circles is the painter is the guy who installs our hardware. Yeah, the painter probably put this stuff in and he had no trouble with it. So they keep it simple. Any questions on the 60/4 6-inch round push actuation plate or any other Camden product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.